Meta has banned a lot of these deviant events. Well, deviant events, for if you know, you know, they're a company, but they ban deviant events. But they're also banning various LGBTQ plus nightlife events. Period, whether they seem risque or not. I mean, keep in mind every event do have some naked or half naked people on the poster, honey. You could be it could be a black tie event, honey, and you gonna have beach body butch queens on the fly. Don't get me wrong. I'm a bit conservative. I'm a bit conservative. I can be a bit conservative on this topic compared to a lot of the LGBTQ, honey. I think our community is a bit too freaked out. I think I'm one of the girls who think that we're a bit too freaked out. I think that we're a bit too freaked out. However, I am never for controlling or having a say in what anybody else does in the bedroom as long as it's between consenting adults. Baby, even if you end up doing something that causes you to lose your life, that was the risk you took. Baby, honey, jumping out of a plane is risking your life, honey. If you want to risk your life doing breath play, that's on you, honey. You be the one suffocating, not me. It ain't my. I'm not for making choices with other people's bodies. However, I do think we're too freaked out. But my personal standards for what I want to do in the bedroom should have no control over what you're allowed to do in the bedroom. Baby, I'm also not going to lie in front. I've been to a party or two. Baby, I've been in a group or two. I may have had a couple or two that I have been very friendly with. Sometimes it's came at a price. I may have had a couple of them, but I'm going to keep it 100 with y'all. When I have had those moments, when I have had those moments where I've been more promiscuous, it's usually been something going on mental health wise. I have never been in a happy, healthy, comfortable, safe place mentally and felt comfortable just sharing my body willy nilly with random people. However, I'm human and I have had those moments. And I know that there are people who it may not be a mental health thing. They might just be a hoe. You know what I mean? Who am I to say you can't be? I'm also one of those people. I'm pro choice. Your body, your choice. If you want to sell that crap, if you want to sell them cakes, honey, if you want to sell that cigarettes, you want to sell that schlong, honey, you want to sell that cat, honey, you want to sell that hot pocket, you want to, girl, sell it. It's yours. I didn't give it to you, honey. And even the person who did give it to you shouldn't have control over what you do with it. I do think we're too freaked out though. But we should never have control over what other people do. And this is why. It starts when dictatorships start and fascism starts. They start with marginalized communities, trans people. They start by attacking rights that feel justifiable in the social climate, i.e., taking away people's right for abortion, taking away trans health care. Now it's taken away or entering people's bedrooms yet again. The government should not have any say on what you do in your bedroom as long as it's amongst consenting adults. How can we really say that this is a free country if you're not free to do what you want in private with other adults? But again, The problem is usually not recognized until it's too late. Because it'll start with the deviant parties. And then it'll go to Planned Parenthood, which has already been under attack for years now. Then it'll go to various other healthcare clinics. Matter of fact, let me read for y'all. Meta has reportedly restricted or removed a significant number of accounts related to queer advocacy, reproductive health organizations, abortion access providers, affecting more than 50 organizations worldwide. Despite maintaining compliance with Meta's published community standards, Deviant Events was suspended from both Instagram and Facebook. Shortly thereafter, an affiliated nonprofit Counterculture, a family-friendly organization focused on social responsibility, arts, and community programming, was also removed from Meta's platforms. Ultimately, the point that I wanted to make is that that's how we should all feel. And I've grown to get to this place. I've been very judgmental over other people's sexuality and orientation and bedroom activities, and then I grew up and I realized that I am not God. I have no heaven or hell to put anybody in, number one. And number two, how the hell my tranny ass gonna be telling somebody else what to do involving their genitals and their body?